200 to millions.
Well, Christmas this year finds unemployment in the southwest standing at more than 182,000. The figure's risen by 64,000 this year, 15,000 of them in Avon. Our industry reporter Bob Constantine looks at how unemployment has affected one family.
Last Christmas, Derek Robinson thought his job was secure. This year, it marks the end of his 4th month on the dole. And with few vacancies for electrical engineers, he's getting used to the various ways employers have of saying no.
Thank you for the interest shown. Every success in the future. I'm sorry we're not able to offer you an interview on this occasion. Thank you for the interest shown. Wish you every success in the future. Thank you.
Derek has so far applied for around 50 jobs without success. He was one of 1,300 workers made redundant during the summer by the Dynamics division of British Aerospace at Filton. The end of the Cold War cut the demand for his type of work on missile systems.
When I was called into the office, I was informed that my job wouldn't be needed after August.
Redundancy after 11 years at BAE has had a dramatic effect on Derek's life and that of his family. Their house in Kingswood has been put up for sale. Wife Geraldine has had to go back to work part-time, leaving Derek to look after their daughter, Zoe.
I never thought it'd be as hard as it's been to get work. You think out of sort of 40 to 50 applications and things, you might get a few interviews at very least. You've got to get used to not knowing what's happening next, in the next few months, and you're not sure about anything. Everything's just ticks over, really, I think. You're just marking time.
I've said to Derek that, you know, we've got to try and forget about it at Christmas and enjoy ourselves because it's always hanging over us, the thought that, you know, our savings are running out and in the new year we're going to have to, you know, think seriously about our home and our future.
If all else fails, the Robinsons say they'll try to set up their own business, running a shop or a post office. But they admit that would be a waste of both Derek's skill in electronics and Geraldine's experience in nursing.
So not a happy time for everyone. On to other things. In Gloucester, traders have been hit once again after ram raiders struck early today. Merritt's newsagents in Abbey Vale Shopping Centre was the target. The thieves reversed a Renault car into a display window with such force that they caused structural damage to the building. However, the raiders fled empty-handed, but the police believe that the same gang went on to raid a garage in the same area. It's been a successful Christmas so far for staff at Bristol Dogs Home. They've collected more than a ton of pet food for the abandoned animals who'll spend the festive season in the home. Staff say they're delighted with the response, but they're urging people not to stop as they need all the help that they can get.
Now, many of the West's major pantos may already be underway, but even in the land of fantasy and fun, our stars get Christmas Day off. And that includes Marty Kane over at Bath Theatre Royal already giving a wicked performance in Snow White. And our two polished buttons, Matthew Kelly currently having a ball in Cinderella at Swindon, and ex-boxer Barry McGuigan stepping into the panto ring at Weston-super-Mare on Boxing Day. When else? Well, I've been down to the Bristol Hippodrome to see how Robin Hood and his robbers will be spending their Christmas Day.
That's wicked, man. That's nice.
My Christmas present for Frank, Sid and Eddie, a copy of the morning's panto press cuttings. Eddie, wife Patsy and son Ryan will spend Christmas in Clapton in Gordano. Frank and Laura in Essex with daughters Rachel and Nicola, while Sid's in Torquay with wife Sherry and son Dominic. What sort of Christmas will they have?
Yeah, I'll tell you, it was really, traditional with the family, with the kids opening the presents at 12 o'clock countdown time, you know, with the kids up and down, you know. Want to know where their presents are and what they got and so forth until 6 o'clock in the morning. We get up and open the presents, cool out, play with the toys and do what we got to do.
Now, are you going back home or are they down here for Christmas?
No, I'm going back home to Essex, yeah.
So you've got quite a journey later on tonight?
You can say it's quite a journey, but I'm like Nicky Lauda, you know what I mean, the dark version, you know.
Have you particular memories of Christmases past?
Yeah, I mean, you always remember them when you're a kid, I think. You know, I can always remember getting on, like the kids today have computers and everything, and I can remember still having the old apple and the fruit in the stocking, and I used to remember getting a plastic, my favourite thing I can remember is a plastic cutlass and a pirate hat, I was up and down the stairs, and I was gone. You know, that was me for the day.
Frank, Sid was talking about getting fruit and nuts at Christmas. Can you remember when you had your first pair of boxing gloves?
Yeah, I could remember when I first got some gloves. I was 8, you know, and I was harassing my dad to take me down to the boxing gym, and he took me down there, and I was harassing him. I wanted some gloves and head guards and the kit, you know, and they cost a lot of money, but I was harassing him so much that he got me. Yeah, I remember that.
Well, like Sid says, you always remember Christmases when you were kids, and I remember having to put up a pillowcase, I think it was, when I was a young lad, and when I got up the next day, it was full of horse droppings, and my dad said he'd bought me a pony, but it had run off.
Seriously?
Chilling out, man.
Yeah,
I was chilling out.
Yeah.
Sid, Frank, Eddie, a very Merry Christmas
Merry
to you
Christmas
and your
to you.
families.
Merry
And all the
Christmas,
listeners
Richard,
and all the viewers
all
and
the viewers.
listen to this tape or the television.
You know what
Happy
we mean.
Christmas. You take it easy.
Yeah, Merry
Nice one.
Christmas.
And Happy New Year to you.
Real sports, all of them. Mrs. Janet Wheeler of Bristol has written in to ask if we could help make her Christmas wish come true. Her husband, Ivor's confined to Cosham Hospital by a stroke he suffered 14 years ago. Now, Ivor wanted one special gift for Christmas. He's a big fan of Daniel O'Donnell, and the record he wanted was called An Old Christmas Card. Mrs. Wheeler couldn't find it anywhere, but with the help of the kind folks at Ritz Records, we found it, and today our Brucey took it along to Ivor together with a bottle of Christmas cheer. Now, sadly, Ivor himself can't speak, but I think you'll agree his delighted expression says more than enough. Happy Christmas to them all.
Yes, Ivor, glad to help you, and it was nice to see you and all the other patients at Cosham, and not forgetting the staff, all of you. I hope you have a very good Christmas, and my Christmas Eve wouldn't be the same without a visit here from the littler twins, Chris and Jenny. It was nice to see you. You tell me it's the 17th visit, 17 years they've been coming in.
Time flies, yes.
I've got Gray